Hey guys, good morning. Just barely morning. I just finished up my breakfast lunch. I had some mixed greens that needed to be used up, so I finished off that. And I had some chicken fajita meat in there from last night, a cup of rice. Actually, it was a less than cup, but I counted it as a cup because I didn't really measure it. It just looked like it was more than half a cup. Anyway, I put that in there. Some fat-free cheese, some picante, because she's gonna put some sauce on these little mini pizzas, and some light dressing. You can use her spoon though. And it was really good. I put some little chili nuts in there too. Delicious. I know, but you and Sissy can share a spoon. So now I'm making the girls' lunch, which is the best time to make their lunch when I'm full, because then I don't pick at their food, which is a bad habit. And then you think like, oh, I didn't eat that much today, but then everything that you've picked off of your kids' plates or whatever, like it's turned into a bad habit. So anyway, I'm making them little mini pizzas because I have some stuff to use up. These light multi-grain English muffins came from the freezer. I feel like last week. They are still perfectly good. They're nice and soft, don't have any like fuzz or anything on them. So I'm gonna use them up before they get gross. And then I have 2 bags of Kirkland brand mozzarella cheese, and one has like barely anything in it. So I'm gonna use those. Had some pizza sauce in the fridge and some pepperoni. So I probably won't end up using all the pepperoni or all the cheese, but at least it's using up some stuff. I'm trying to keep my fridge circulated because we have a lot of food and I don't want anything to go to waste. So, I mean, it's actually been, I'd have to go back and look when I think we went grocery shopping the beginning of June. So I think it's been about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks since we've had our groceries in the house, and it's usually about the 3 to 4 week mark that most things have to be used up or they'll start going bad. So we always try and get the things that we know would go bad quicker out first, like berries, hardy vegetables like zucchini, squash, tomatoes, stuff like that will start to get soft, cucumbers. So I try salads, things like that. I try and use up around this time frame, if not before, because they will go bad a lot quicker. Some of the stuff will go bad within a week or 10 days, and we have to use it up super quick, like the strawberries. Sometimes the berries will go really fast. Sometimes your milk doesn't have like that great of an expiration date. You know, so you just have to, I always get this question when I do super large hauls. How do you make things last so long? And I don't always. I sometimes have to change up my meal plan to be like, oh, this zucchini is starting to go bad. Let's go ahead and cook this up, you know, type of thing. So I don't want these English muffins to go bad. I had something different on the schedule for the girls, but I don't want these to go bad. And they've already been in the freezer and out. So I don't know if you could stick them back in. I guess you probably could, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use them. Plus I have the cheese and stuff. So that's where we're at. Like I said, I'm trying to keep my fridge as rotated as we can, while still a lot of what they're eating and what we eat normally for breakfast and lunch, if it's not fresh, comes from the freezer. So it's not that big of a deal, but for dinner, a lot of stuff we're using is fresh, and I want it to stay that way. Long talk about that. Anyway, we are going to make little mini pizzas for the girls' lunch today, and I have one little stalk of romaine lettuce, and they've been wanting salad for the last few days, and one stalk will give all 3 of them salad for lunch. So that's what they're gonna do, little mini pizzas and salad, and that'll get rid of my romaine without it going bad, which is always a good feeling when I finish something up and I can throw away the packaging or recycle it if it's recyclable, because I'm like, yes, one less thing that we didn't let to go to waste. I'm not saying we've never wasted food. I've picked up actually potatoes last a long time. I picked up, I don't know, a pear, for instance, the other day from the back of my crisper that's in the girls' little mini fridge down here. That part of the fridge right there is like their part of the bottom. It's like has all their snacks and the fruit and stuff. It's what they can grab when they're hungry. So I pulled it out, and I pulled out a pear, and I was like, oh my gosh, the whole under part of it was black, the whole. So all I did was I cut off all the bad parts, and I used the remainder for Everly's baby food, because it was still a good part of some pair, and I just didn't want the rest to toss the whole thing because one part of it started to go bad. So just a few quick tips from someone who doesn't like to waste money or food to maybe some of you that don't like to waste money or food. And for those of you wondering how my laundry escapade is going, I'm on load number 2 for the day. Yesterday was supposed to be sheet washing day, and instead we did Autumn's laundry. She was completely out of bottoms, so we needed to do, she stayed in her pajamas all day yesterday because she was completely out of bottoms. So we needed to do her laundry because I fell behind last week. So I switched it up, and today was supposed to be our laundry. So I'm going to move our laundry to Autumn's day. And I did Autumn's yesterday, today's sheet washing day. So I have Maddie's clothes, and no, this was towels and Maddie's sheets are there. Autumn's sheets and her clothes got washed yesterday. Emmy's will get washed probably tomorrow because she'll be 3 days on antibiotics, so everything will need to get washed and sanitized from her room. So probably tomorrow I'll switch her days. So this week the laundry routine is a little off from what I originally had planned it, but that's okay. What I'll do is, as I've done each load, like I've already done sheets for Autumn and clothes for Autumn, I'll check off even if her day was Thursday, I'll check it off, and Thursday I'll switch whatever else I have on my list. My purpose is just really to do 1 load a day. So this day, yesterday, like I said, we did Autumn's. This is Maddie's clothes and sheets, and then here I actually have our sheets down at the bottom. I don't know if you can see them. No, probably can't. Down there. I pulled them off the bed this morning, so I'm washing those, and our sheets are not a full load because we get our comforter dry cleaned. So the sheets aren't a full load, so I end up throwing Everly's clothes in with our sheets because I like the way the drift smells on our sheets as well. So I'll wash all those together. So check. I'm very excited. So then my plan, and I'm putting this out into the universe right now, my plan is tomorrow to do all of Emmy's so we can sanitize all her stuff. And if they've never told you to wash your sheets and pillowcase, big thing when you have strep throat, because especially if you drool or whatever, you know, you're breathing into your pillow, and people don't think of those kinds of things. They think like, oh, toothbrush, don't share drinks, cover your cough, but your sheets are a big thing too. So we'll get all her stuff washed tomorrow, and I'll push our laundry, that sounded weird, our laundry to Thursday. Towels Friday. I think it should be good. I'm super excited. It's actually getting done. Our garage is still half messy, but my honey bunny has finished his workbench. It looks so good. He got the pegboards from Lowe's, I believe. They're plastic, so, and they're little, like instead of being a large pegboard, it's like half. There's 6 of them up there. So I think he actually wants to reconfigure it to where he puts his chargers. I'm not sure what all these chargers are for. I think some of them are for his drill bits because all of his stuff is Milwaukee. Most of it at least. I think it's his drill bits, and then the larger 2 are for the, not the lawnmower, the weed eater. I think he wants to put a piece of plyboard over here, just hang it on the side, and then that way he can do all the way across the pegboard, because he still has some little tools and stuff that could go up there, his nail compressor guns and stuff that could go up there. So I think that's what his plan is, but it looks so good. I'm so proud of him. He did an amazing job. Now I am painting the board that is going to go in the laundry room, and I was tossed up. I didn't paint it before because I was tossed up about whether I wanted to stain it or paint it white. Honestly, I think it would have looked really good stained. Particle board doesn't do awesome stained, and I didn't want to mess with it, so I'm just painting it white. It'll match perfectly fine. It'll go directly over the washer and the dryer, and it'll blend in just fine, and it'll give me even more storage space in that area. So I'm pretty excited. I think I'm gonna do 2 or 3 coats on it, because you can see that's 1 coat and it still looks kind of thin. And then we are going through paints because we have this bin that's under the couponing shelf over there, and it was full of paint. And I told him, I'm like, I know we have some white paint somewhere, And we've come across like 3 or 4 gallons of buckets of old paint from the girls' rooms, from our bathroom, just various things that we painted that are completely rusted. The paint is completely no good. So we're in a bunch of samples. So we're just kind of going through it all and trying to combine and fit all the paint that we have in there instead of it sitting out. Originally he was going to put it underneath somewhere here, but I was like, you know what? I bet you anything we can get it all in this bucket, especially because a lot of it is super old and rusted. And honestly, if we ever moved out of this house, we probably would have to paint all of the rooms just a very neutral color, or I mean, because all the rooms are girl color. So unless somebody moves in here with 3 or 4 girls, they're not gonna want pink, purple, and a mint green in their bedrooms. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. He's also trying to go through these like little bins down here. But that's what our afternoon looks like. The girls are inside watching a movie. Last project for the day complete. That board looks so good there. It looks like it was meant to be there, and it just gives an added shelf. So truly, if I did some reorganizing, I could get some like bins or something. I could hide all this stuff. I really would like it to be super pretty with like a big mason jar type thing and pods and, you know, I don't know, and like downy pods and stuff just for it to look pretty. But I don't know that that's super realistic for us. So I just put a few things down here just to kind of test it out. So essentially all it is just on L brackets with the extra support there. I think there are 3 of them. And then the board is plywood that I painted white, and the desk mounted it for me. And these are just standard height washer and dryers, and it goes right up above them. So I used some clear bins from the Dollar Tree, and I made a little, we have 2 like larger first aid kits there, a big daddy that we can travel with, and then that one is just like a homemade one that has more than just band-aids. So I keep that one high up so that the girls don't get to it, but things that they can use, like if they just need a band-aid and a flash or a pinch, there are smaller and larger band-aids here, some alcohol pads, Neosporin, and Bactine anti-septic spray. And then we have, I have a like 2 of these, this one and one more, so I'm going to continue to use liquid. I do prefer pods. I think they're easy, especially if the girls are helping with laundry, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel with them being down this low. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. And then we have Dreft for Everly, and we probably won't purchase Dreft anymore after this. We have the Tide Free and Clear for her. I just love the way Dreft smells, but it is very expensive for what it is. And then we have a very cheap Suavitel softener, and then some Downy Fresh beads. Now I'm transitioning to lint balls. Is that what these are called? Whatever these things are called. Dryer balls. I have 4 of them. I only know where this one is right now. I'm assuming the other 3 are up in the girls' rooms or something, but I still have a cup. I have this pack and one more pack of dryer sheets from Costco, so I am going to finish them out, and then I plan on switching 100% to the wool balls. So I just used another Dollar Tree container to contain that stuff. Just looks a little bit prettier. So yeah, if you have any ideas, I've looked on Pinterest, and Pinterest has a lot of super cute ideas, but then we have all of this stuff up here. So I don't want to keep, like, vinegar is probably safe to keep, baking soda, but the OxyClean, the bleach, I want to keep that up for right now. The girls don't pour that stuff on their own, so I would rather keep it out of reach. And then I do want to go through our coolers, lunch boxes, and downsize or condense or whatever to exactly what we need. And then we can go from there. But yes, another project down. And I've been working on folding laundry over here. We got the dishes cleaned up after dinner, put everything away. The dishwasher was running. Bottles just need to be done. And I'm just finished folding Everly's burp cloths and her sleepers. So these are just her clothes. I'm gonna put those away. That was our first load. Everybody's sheets are on the bed. Our sheets are on the bed. Maddie's sheets. was it Maddie's sheets? Yes, Maddie's sheets are on the bed, and Autumn's clothes are in her room. So tomorrow will be Emmy's. I'm very glad I got the laundry done, got the kitchen done. This needs to be dealt with, but it's for another day. I'm very disappointed because I ordered you guys have actually seen them. I have them up on my side of the closet. I think we got them from like Sears or something like that a long time ago, but they're shoe organizers, wooden ones, and they hold 15 pairs of shoes. And I ordered one from Amazon. I've never had this happen to me before, but it never came. Just legit didn't show up. And not because it got lost, like they delivered it somewhere else. I've had that happen before where our packages have gotten delivered to like our address but a different street. That's happened a couple of times actually, but this was like, it said it was running late and it just never showed up. And so they sent me a message saying, sorry, your package must be lost. You can request a refund. So I'm very disappointed because I was really looking forward to getting that and getting those shoes put away, because now that shoe thing doesn't fit over there with the shelves, and it's very much in the way down here. So I'm trying to order another one, but I'm kind of like just putting it off because I'm feeling sorry for myself for no reason other than the fact that I feel like I was gypped, because it was $30 last week when I ordered it. Never came like it was supposed to, said it was lost, so sorry, request a refund. Now it's $40. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but $10 extra when they're the ones that lost it. That stinks. So, anyway, I'll probably order another one. Garage is coming along. We've been working really hard today. My honey bunny's been working really hard today. So, here we go. I need to go ahead and edit and look at some more schoolwork.